Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. So I've popped on today to do a little show and tell. Not of this, but this is why I'm doing the show and tell. So I was on Vinted recently because I wanted to get a photo album type thing that I could store my ephemera in, because I've seen other people do it and I thought that was a really good idea. So I found this one and I ordered this one. And I think what I'm going to do is like seal, because it opens inside, like in the spine side. So I'll probably seal it and then like open it either at the top or along the outside, and then put like, I don't know, things, tags, stickers, bits and pieces in there, because my current storage for all these things is chuck it in a Ziploc bag thing and forget that it exists. So anyway, I was looking for photo albums like this sort of style, and I came across something else that I was like, oh, I need to own this immediately. And it was because Audrey over at Odds and Ends, she recently did for one of Polly's Pretty's colouring and crafting challenges, she had one of those old style photo albums with the holes and stuff and then pictures all the way through it. And I think it was for the fairy one, or I can't remember, but anyway, I found this and I was like, I want to make an album like that. So this is called the Fairy Photograph Album, and it's massive, by Margaret W Tarrant. And look at these pretty pictures on the front. It gives me is it Mary Cicely Barker who does those fairy things, and then on the back it's just these pretty butterflies. Yeah, is it Mary Cicely Barker that has those fairy books? Kind of gives me that vibe. And then it's tied together with this ribbon, and I thought it was so pretty that I wanted to show you what it looked like. And then at some point I'm going to make a fairy book. So it looks like this. So it's got this pretty like this book belongs to thing page, and then it's these hard pages. Look how big it is. It comes right the way up to my camera. And then each page has got this protective thing, and I think it's quite old because the sides of the ends of the paper are really, like the edges are kind of, they look like they've already been vintage photoed with the vintage photo. And then they've all got the little holes that you can put the photos in, and then the backs of each side is blank. And I don't know, I think, can you go in the end, or do you have to, I think you might have to stick it in this side rather than slot it through, but that's okay, because then what I'm thinking is you can make like something that peeks through on that side, and then the whole of it on the other side you can see, like decorate the other side, and then you can see the whole thing. So like you could fully decorate this page and then have it so that so that the other side pokes through the window, not decorate this, or maybe do a little bit, and then you've got like one that you've made and one that's already there. So I thought I would just show you this book because it's so pretty. So I'm just going to quickly flip through it. I hope you guys are all doing all right, and let me know what you think of this book, and also if you have done anything similar in this kind of style. So like I say, Audrey did, and I loved it. It looked so good. It was so effective the way that she did it. So Audrey, I am copying your idea, but I'm sure you won't mind. And these fairies are so cute. Look at them. And like, some of them have got 2 windows, so I could do 2 pages. And I've always fancied doing a fairy journal. And when Polly did her fairy challenge, I was thinking about doing it, but I wasn't really in the greatest headspace to kind of get all my fairy stuff out and do it, because I was still waiting to hear about surgery dates and things like that, and I didn't really want to get involved in a whole month-long challenge at the time, so I'll probably just do something myself. Look at, it's got a pixie up on the thing. I don't know the different fairy names. bluebells or some kind of purpley flower. And then it says, oh, here's all the details. So here it says, Margaret Winifred Tarrant was born in 1888, daughter of the successful painter and illustrator Percy Tarrant. In 1920, she began working regularly for the Medici Society, and in 1923 illustrated The Flower Fairies, the first in a popular series of books. She died in 1959, leaving her evocative visions of make-believe for generations of both children and adults to enjoy. And this was printed in 1999, so I think that officially makes it vintage. I don't think it's got a ISBN there, so it just says 9926 on the back. Does it say anything in the front? No, it didn't. So anyway, I just thought I would show you this, and one day I will show you it full, or maybe we'll work on some pages together. I don't know. I'll see what I fancy. But that was all I was coming on with. Drop me a comment in the comments section below and we can have a little chat about your thoughts on this. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are new here, thank you so much for joining, and if you are a returning viewer, then thanks for coming back. I will be back again soon with something else, and in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your day and week, and see you soon. Bye.